Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Yeah, I'm still out here, and tonight it's raining, so it's not freezing cold, but it is raining. But I'm all right. All praise to the Most High. I'm good. Sometimes you struggle out here, you go through your battles, but at the end of the day, I know I got the Most High. There are no friends out here in this world. A lot of people, they're just users. They'll use you for whatever they can. Money, sex, drugs. Oh, yeah. So I'm just grateful because, I'm not in my old life anymore. And sometimes it's a struggle. The pain is real out here. You're a woman. You're in the streets. All these men want is sex. They just want to use you. But I had to remember who I am in Messiah. I don't live like that no more. I'm not in the world anymore. I don't want what this world has to offer. Demons, sexually transmitted demons, and disease and all that ill. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. The world's going to keep doing what the world does, sleeping with each other. They think because they're using condoms that, yeah, it doesn't protect you from soul ties and demons. That's for sure. That's why you got to heal and, pray to the Most High to cleanse your spirit, to cleanse your temple, your soul, your mind, everything. All these people do, they live for pleasure and they live for the flesh. They're not here to love you. That's for sure. That's my experience. I can only speak to myself. They just, that's all these narcs are looking for. They're looking for a warm body. They want a cuddle buddy. They want a cuddle buddy. They don't want to love you, right? They don't want to love you. So you're better off just sticking to yourself and keep pressing on. Let the Most High guard you and keep you in all your ways. Hello there. Hi. How you doing? Flip the camera off? Why is that? What do you mean? Yeah, that's the camera off. Hello there. How you doing? Hi there. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm just showing you it's rainy tonight. Yeah, it's just raining. Just a rainy night, but it's not too cold, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I got all my needs met. The Most High's been good to me, so I don't got no beef with the Most High God. I'm not at war with the Creator like so many are today, right? They're at war with the Most High. They hate the Most High. Oh, okay. I don't know. All right. So yeah, family. My day's okay, I suppose. Just going through it, I'm just going through some trials and tribulation, but nothing that, I can't make it through, The world is gone mad, The world's gone mad, but I'm not trying to lose my cool and lose my mind. I know the Most High's got me. People out here, they all right, I guess. I stay to myself. That's the best way to be, I suppose. Just stick to yourself, because a lot of people, they're just, a lot of people are just users, They're users. They want to use you for whatever they can. And out here, as a woman, being out here homeless, they just want to have sex. They don't respect women. These men don't respect women. They just see you as an object, a sexual object, Not many want to actually help you for the right reasons. There's always some kind of sick agenda with these men. I'm not a man hater. I'm just telling you the truth. That's how it is out here. Yeah, I'm not a man hater, but, unfortunately, a lot of the men, they want to use me. And so I try to be careful. I try to be cautious. Yeah, because, I had this narc in my life try to weaponize my past against me and who I used to be. And no, I'm not sleeping with none of these people on the streets. You know, yeah, you got to protect your spirit. You got to protect yourself. Guard your heart. You know, these people are into some things. You know, you sleep with the wrong person, and they might be, you know, into who knows what, witchcraft, pornography, or something. You know, a lot of people have open doors to the devil. They really do. They got an open door to Satan. You know, so yeah. So yeah, I just try to, you know, stay to myself, mind my business. You know, I stay away from the shelter because a lot of it is just drama. You know. Here you go, sir. You need to sit down.
No, I'm good. It's wet.
Oh yeah, it's all wet. I know. You're right. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, it's pretty wet out here. So gotta find somewhere where I'm gonna go tonight and rest. You know, but. Yeah, just, you know, family acts funny, so-called friends act funny. These days, people are weird these days. They really are. It's a strange world we're living in, you know. It's like really strange anymore. People are weird and, you know, nobody cares about each other and it's all fake. It just, you know, there's so many narcissists anymore. It just feels superficial. It feels fake, you know. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep my head above water, you know, trying to be in the Ruach, be in the spirit, you know, because I'm going to rejoice no matter what circumstance I'm in. I'm still going to rejoice, you know, no matter who wants to hate on me and persecute me and mock me and tell me my faith is a fairy tale and all this stuff. Okay, sounds good. You take care of yourself. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all for showing up. Yeah, just a rainy day, just a rainy evening rather. I'm in Trenton, New Jersey, so, you know. Yeah, just there's so much happening, you know, out there in the world, and I'm not part of it anymore, you know. I'm glad that the Most High opened my eyes. You know, he really did. He opened my eyes, and you know, sometimes it's a struggle. I feel like, you know, yeah, I go through my trials and tribulations. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. You know, we all going through something. You know, this world is hard. It's not easy. But the Most High, you know, he said it was going to be hard. It was going to be a narrow walk, you know. And these so-called friends, you know, they, you know, yeah. So I prefer to be to myself, you know. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to get well. I don't need fake friends. I don't need people who want to use me to, you know, have access to my body and all that stuff. These men don't care what you look like. They don't care. You know, they really don't. They're so filled with lust. So many demons of lust. You know, pornography and lust. And they're just trying to use a lot of these women. For you know, and then it's like when you raise the bar and you raise your standards, now they want to call you with the B word and call me out my name, call me a whore. Like, what the hell? These people are crazy. You know, they really are. But yeah. So just keep me in, you know, call, pray for me, family. I'm all right. You know, I'm gonna endure to the end. There's nothing in these streets that I want. There's really nothing out here, you know. It's just nothing but chaos and destruction. And yeah, I walked away from that life a long time ago. I'm good. I'm not into the fakeness anymore, you know. Somebody just trying to get in my panties. Nah, man. This world is sick. This world is sick. These men, some of them, you know, and the women too, but men, yeah, it's like they just want to lay with you with no accountability. That's all it is. They're just looking for a cuddle buddy, a Netflix and chill kind of girl. No, I'm a daughter of the Most High. I'm not just somebody who's going to Netflix and chill and you just lay in my bed and watch your porn and No, man. That's the kind of narc I was dealing with. They wanted a Netflix and chill buddy. I'm sure you'll find one. You'll find some girl out there to cuddle with. Some Netflix and chill, you know, and lay down with her and live like a devil. I'm not living like a devil anymore. No. Nope. I pray that the Most High heals me. I'm looking to Him. This world is fading away. This world is passing. You know. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to, grow in the spirit, and be strong because so many people have betrayed me and harmed me and, and I just, I'm tired of that. Tired of it. The same people that call you family will be the same one that'll stab you in your back, It's crazy. This narc keeps projecting onto me that I'm a whore. It's like, no, you're just projecting because that's not who I am. So, that must be who you are. Because usually that's what they do. They're projecting who they are onto you because they probably feel guilty subconsciously. They know they're dirty inside. They know they're trash. They know they're doing dirt. They know they're cheating on you. They're lying. This is Trenton, New Jersey. This is Trenton, New Jersey, family. Yep, I'm in Trenton, New Jersey, so I'm waiting on my bus right now. I'm just waiting on the bus, so yeah, it's a cold world out here. The Bible said, the scripture says that the love of many is going to wax cold, and that's what's happened, and it's happening. These people don't love me. These people don't have no love out here, Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Everything looks fake anymore these days, doesn't it? Like this world, it's strange. Like nothing seems real. Nothing seems, I don't know. Everything's shifting. The world is shifting fast into something not good, So I'm just trying to stay strong. So, I'm trying to build this community. That's why I started my YouTube channel, and because a lot of people in my life, they like to project onto me like, oh, you're paranoid, you're crazy, you're a psychopath. It's like, no, that's all projection. It's like they toy with your mind, they toy with your emotions, and then when you react and everything, now you're the crazy person, right? You're the psychopath, even though I manipulated you and I lied and I played psychological mind games with your heart, your body, your soul. Yeah, but you're the psychopath. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Yes, thank you for the love and support. I'm just trying to stay strong, family. It's not easy. This is a hard road. It's and it's only going to get a lot worse. This country is going downhill fast and furious, and I'm just trying to stay out of the way. I'm just staying out of the way, staying strong, staying in the Word. Right now it is, let me see, it's 8:04 right now. 8:04. It's 8:04. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey, so. Yeah, it looks fake. I know. It kind of, it does look a little surreal, doesn't it? Everything looks surreal these days. Yep. Yep. Oh, you're in the Bronx? Nice. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. I'm near Philadelphia. I'm not too far from Philadelphia. So, it's just rainy. Rainy. It's not real cold. It's not too bad. Like, it's not real cold. Oh, nice. That's cool. London. Okay. How's everything going on over there? How's London and everything? Is there any protesting or anybody, lot of people in the streets are protesting, you know, because of what happened, what's going on. And yeah, America's changed, that's for sure. It's not the same country. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's always been bad for our you know, our brothers and sisters, you know, our Hebrew brothers and sisters. So I mean, you know, it's always been bad for them, you know. But now I guess some folks are starting to see how bad it really is, you know, when it starts affecting their communities, you know. Now I guess they see the severity of how evil this country and nation is. So listen, guys, here comes my bus. See that? I got a bus coming. So I'll be back on if I can. But thanks for joining the live, everybody, and peace and love to London and the Bronx. Bye, guys. I'll try to come back on. I gotta get my bus here.